At times, we might want to get the position of a substring in a main string. For example, we might want to check whether email IDs have @ in them or not. We can use functions such as position or strpos. Both position and strpos takes two arguments with a subtle difference in syntax. Position uses in operator and we need to pass the substring as first argument. You can compare these two and you can see the difference in the syntax with respect to position. You pass the substring or character as first argument, then in operator, then the main string. When it comes to strpos, it will take main string as the first argument and then the substring as the second argument using which you want to get the position. If the substring is repeated more than once in the main string, then it will only return the position of first occurrence. We will see an example in a moment so that you understand what that statement means. Let me load the SQL magic and also let me create this database underscore URL environment variable so that our Jupyter Hub environment can connect to database and run queries whenever we execute queries using SQL magic. Now you can actually run this and you can see that the position is 3 for this because @ is in the third position. However, this string doesn't have @, that's why you can see that it have returned 0. Same is the case with strpos, just with some syntax difference. The first argument is the main string and the second argument is the substring and they are separated using comma. It have returned the same results here. Now, if you run this against a named query called as email IDs where we have 10 different email IDs, I am sorting the data by the position then by email IDs so that the email IDs which doesn't have @ comes at the top, which will simplify our validation, and multiple email IDs have @ at the same position. When there is conflict, I just want to sort the data in ascending order by email IDs. That's why I'm saying 2, 1 here. This is special way of sorting the data. Instead of giving the names of the columns, we can also give the position of the columns in the cell clause to sort the data using positional notation. Now we can run this and you can see that this email ID doesn't have @. That's why the position or strpos is 0. For rest, it have given the position of @. Now if you want to get only those email IDs which doesn't have @ in them, then you can even use this position or strpos as part of your where condition like this, and then you should be able to validate. Now you see we got only one email ID which doesn't have @ in it. Now using unique IDs where we have multiple hyphens, let's try to get the position of hyphen. It will always return 4 here because we have hyphen occurring first time at the 4th position. Even though it is repeated more than once, it will always return 4. So if you have the same substring repeated more than once, it will just return the position of the first occurrence, not the second occurrence. This is how you should be able to see the result. However, you can mix and match the substring and position and you should be able to get the position of the second occurrence also. So in this case, if you want to get the position of hyphen of the second occurrence, then the logic will get a bit complicated. You just have to say position of hyphen in substring or split underscore part. No, it is actually substring. We should be using substring. So starting from 5th character, we want to get the rest of the stuff. So I can say unique ID from 5 and then you should be able to run this as position 1. You can see here. However, it is actually returning the position from here, which is nothing but 3rd. But I want to get the occurrence of the second hyphen starting from the beginning. In that case, what you are supposed to do is you have to pick this and then add to this. Now you will get the second occurrence. So you can say second and you should be able to see the results. So this is how you can actually mix and match position, substring and other functions to get the desired results you are looking for. So this is how you can leverage the position or strpos to validate whether a particular substring is part of the main string or not by specifying these functions as part of the where clause. Many times we also might want to get the position as part of the select clause. So you can use the position or substr to get the information you are looking for as part of the select clause as well.